Alright, YouTube, it is Mr. Mean coming at you this fine Sunday afternoon again. I just uploaded a video to Mr. Mean Paints where we talked about a skeleton that I painted using the slap job method. Today's video du jour is just a preview of what's to come. Hopefully this will be a rather short video. I went to the local game store. I picked up some goodies that just happened to catch my eye. And I wanted to just do a quick video to say these are things that are upcoming. Nothing huge or earth-shaking, I don't think, but did pick up some Wargamer satin varnish. This is great for if you're using the slap chop method of painting and you want to keep that paint from running or reactivating. You give it a quick coat of this, let it dry for a couple of minutes, like less than 30 minutes, 15-30 minutes, and then you can go over and paint everything. And this is for airbrush, so I don't even have to thin this. I can just put it right in my airbrush. And I do have a rattle can of matte varnish that I can use, but it's getting low, so I wanted to be prepared. And it was like $8 at the game store. The other thing I got that I'm not quite sure if I'll do a review, let me know if you guys want to know more about it down in the comments below, but I got Flesh and Blood. Is CCG, a collectible card game. This is Fi, the Blitz deck, and he is a draconic ninja. And I don't know anything about it. I picked that up, and I picked up 2 packs of cards for a couple of bucks. And they do have, let's see, these cards are the metallic cards. So I picked these up. I don't know if they're awesome or not, but you can, hopefully you can kind of, yeah, you can kind of see there, they're metallic. So pick those up. The art on the cards looks pretty good. It's a collectible card game. I'm not that wild about it, but I thought I'd, support the store and pick up a couple packs. I picked up 2 packs in a starter deck. And then maybe one night when the wife's doing something or she's got something going on, I'll roll over to the game store and see if anybody's playing it. They're trying to support the game and everything, get some traction for it. So what the heck. But the main thing that caught my eye when the store posted on Friday that they had gotten some new product in was called Blackbirds, powered by Zweihander. If you don't know what Zweihander is, it's basically a generic version of Cubicle 7 in Games Workshop's Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. So it's a big, thick book. In fact, you can see it. It's right there. And I have a couple of the supplements for it as well. And it's a fantastic game. It's a percentile game. So if you don't like Games Workshop's old world, Warhammer Fantasy, if you don't like that setting and you want something a little different, I highly recommend Zweihander. It's a solid set of rules. It is well supported. There's a tarot deck. There's spell cards for it. There's a GM screen. It's a well supported game. I would be running it instead of Warhammer, but my players and I kind of wanted to play Warhammer because we like that setting. We like the old world. So anyway, when I saw this, I didn't know anything about it, never heard of it. Evidently it was a Gen Con this year release. The book is huge. It is over 700 pages. There is a fold-out map in the back. We have 5 pages of character sheets. And then we are sitting at 673 actual pages. That includes an index and a full table of contents. The cover art is fantastic. I love it. And it's a very dark setting, similar to Warhammer or Zweihander, just in a different world. I don't know much about it. I literally just got back from the game store and am posting this video now, but you can see it is a tome. The book is beautiful. Blackbirds. It is published by Black Triangle Andrews McMeals Publishing. And I went to Andrew McMeals' website and I couldn't find anything about this. So I haven't seen a website for it yet. It was $75. It is not cheap, but I will tell you, it is a chunky monkey. You can stop a bullet with this. So on the back, this is the little blurb on the back. The world hangs by a thread of fate. To sever this golden cord is to plunge all of creation into chaos, a world without gods or their justice, where rebirth is the only possible salvation. and to be reborn, one must die. Blackbirds RPG is set in a fantasy world where a cabal of power-hungry oligarchs have stolen godhood. Their horrific act rent the fabric of reality, allowing corrupt magic to undermine the world's natural order, and soon the oligarchs themselves will return to the mortal plane and remake it as they desire. So this is a kind of a dark game. It is a dark fantasy game. So if you're big on Warhammer, if you're big on Zweihander, this is just, it's a different pool to swim in, is all it is. It definitely, from the brief glance that I've given it, it definitely has a much darker theme than your standard fantasy tabletop RPG. So if you're into that, if that's your cup of tea, if you like the dark, hardcore, fantasy, the gods are just, don't care about us, and we are mere playthings in their desire to make things happen, this might be the game for you. Like I said, I don't know much about it. I will say that the cover art is extremely striking, and I like it a lot. And like I said, I saw that they posted on Facebook and said that they had a copy in the store, and it appears they got 2 copies. So I bought one of them. There is 3 ribbons, black, red, and yellow, in the book. They are gorgeous looking. And here's one of the 2-page spreads of art. As you can see, it's quite nice, and it's going to be hard to, there we go. That is literally gorgeous. So the art is phenomenal. I got another piece of art. This one really caught my eye when I was flipping through it. You can see that one there. This is actually really nicely done. And then the last but not least, just a simple fantasy lady, if I can hold the picture up there. Very nicely done. So the book is huge. It is very well laid out. There's a very expansive character sheet in the background, in the back of the book, I'm sorry. And the art is full color. There's a little black and white art in here. There's a lot of chapters that do a 2-page spread. And it's just really well done. There's a nice map. I'm not going to pull the map out yet because I don't know if this is something I'll actually get to the table and play. But it is a beautiful book. If you've heard of this, if you backed it on Kickstarter, if you know more about it, if you have a website for it that maybe you can download character sheets or whatever, post them in the notes down in the doobly-doo, and thank you very much. I'm pretty impressed with it so far. It looks like it's going to be a fair amount of good reading, so I'm pretty happy with it. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful Sunday afternoon. As always, like and subscribe. It was just a brief look of the goodies that I got, and I'll do a full review on Blackbirds when I've had some time to read it and go through it a little bit more. So as always, like and subscribe, hit that bell, get dinged when I dong, as the old saying goes. Really helps out the channel analytics. Pass the channel on to your friends if they're tabletop fans. If they're into miniature painting or they're into tabletop RPGs, definitely point them this way. Everything helps. And as always, peace and hair grease. And please join the Discord. Support me on Patreon if you can. All the information's down in the doobly-doo. And as always, peace and hair grease. And remember, Mr. Mean says be nice.